Have you ever wondered if there's someone out there who's your perfect match, your other half, your soulmate? A question as old as time itself, the concept of soulmates has captivated the hearts and minds of people across the world and throughout history. Today we embark on a journey to explore this fascinating idea from various perspectives: historical, literary, scientific, and personal. Are soulmates real, or just a sweet myth we've been told? Stick around and join us as we delve into the fascinating world of soulmates. The concept of soulmates isn't new. It has roots in ancient philosophies and beliefs. As we delve into the past, we find that the idea of soulmates hails from the times of Plato. He narrated a story of humans originally having 4 legs, 4 arms, and a single head made of 2 faces. However, Zeus split them into 2, leaving them to spend their lives searching for their other half. This narrative, though mythical, forms the foundation of our modern understanding of soulmates. But it's not just in Greek mythology where we find the concept of soulmates. It's a notion that transcends geographical boundaries, appearing in different forms across cultures. In ancient China, for instance, the red thread of fate tells of an invisible red cord tied around the ankles of those destined to meet. This cord may stretch or tangle but never breaks, symbolizing a bond that lasts a lifetime. From the mystical land of India, we hear of the concept of anamkara, a Gaelic term meaning soul friend. This is the belief that souls are interconnected and can form deep spiritual bonds. It's about finding that one person who truly understands and accepts you, just as you are. In the Jewish tradition, the concept of bashert, or destined one, is prevalent. It's the belief that every person has a predestined soulmate, a match made in heaven, if you will. Moving to the African continent in Egypt, the notion of Ka, or spirit double, is prevalent. It's the belief in 2 spirits that are mirror images of each other, completing and complementing one another. And let's not forget the romantic city of Paris, where the French speak of âme sœur, translating to sister soul. It's the belief in 2 souls that are alike, destined to find each other. As we can see, the idea of soulmates has been with us for centuries, ingrained in our collective consciousness. Be it Plato's split beings, China's red thread, India's anamkara, Judaism's bashert, Egypt's ka, or France's âme sœur, the notion of soulmates has been a part of human history, shaping our understanding of love and companionship. From Romeo and Juliet to Ross and Rachel, soulmates have been a popular theme in literature and media. This theme has captured the hearts and minds of audiences worldwide, offering a romanticized portrayal of the soulmate concept. Take literature, for instance. Classics like Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte present us with a hauntingly passionate love story between Catherine and Heathcliff. Their bond is so intense and profound that it transcends the boundaries of life and death, reinforcing the notion that soulmates are destined to be together, no matter what. In modern literature, the Harry Potter series by J.K. Rowling gives us the endearing friendship-turned-romance between Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger. Their relationship beautifully illustrates the idea that soulmates complement each other, bringing balance and harmony to each other's lives. Moving on to the silver screen, we have iconic movies like The Notebook, where Noah and Allie's love story is a testament to the enduring nature of soulmate bonds. Their journey is filled with trials and tribulations, yet their love persists, reinforcing the belief that soulmates can overcome any obstacle. In the realm of television, the popular sitcom Friends gave us Ross and Rachel, whose on-again, off-again relationship kept viewers hooked for a decade. Their story suggests that soulmates may take their own sweet time to realize their bond, but eventually, they find their way back to each other. These stories and characters, along with countless others, shape our perceptions and expectations of soulmates. They inspire us to seek out that deep, meaningful connection, that one person who understands us like no other. But it's important to remember, these are fictional narratives, often idealized and amplified for dramatic effect. Even so, they serve a purpose. They allow us to explore the concept of soulmates in a safe, imaginative space. They stimulate conversations, provoke thoughts, and sometimes even motivate us to reflect on our own relationships. These stories not only entertain us but also influence our thoughts and beliefs about soulmates. Science, too, has something to say about soulmates. Let's delve into this fascinating world where emotion meets logic, where the heart crosses paths with the brain. We often hear the term chemistry when discussing relationships. This isn't a mere metaphor. From a biological perspective, when we feel attracted to someone, our brain releases chemicals like oxytocin and dopamine, creating feelings of happiness and pleasure. This chemical cocktail can make us believe we've found our soulmate. But is it that simple? Not quite. Psychologists offer a different perspective, suggesting that our perception of soulmates is more about compatibility and shared experiences. The concept known as assortative mating proposes that we are drawn to people who are similar to us, whether in terms of physical attractiveness, socioeconomic status, or even genetics. This might explain why, when we meet someone who mirrors us in certain ways, we feel a deep, almost inexplicable connection. Moreover, research shows that the belief in soulmates can influence how we approach relationships. A study by Spike W.S. Lee of the University of Toronto found that people who believe in soulmates tend to view their relationships in more black and white terms. When things are good, they're fantastic, but when they're bad, it's catastrophic. This belief can create unrealistic expectations and strain in relationships. On the other hand, believing in a soulmate can also foster a sense of security and commitment, leading to healthier, more stable relationships. A study by Raymond Nee of the University of Houston discovered that individuals who believe in destiny and soulmates were more likely to express satisfaction in their relationships, demonstrating the power of belief. So what does science say about soulmates? It seems to suggest that the concept of a soulmate isn't necessarily about finding the one person destined for us. Instead, it may be about finding someone with whom we share deep compatibility, someone who triggers our brain's reward system, and someone who aligns with our belief system. While science may not fully support the concept of soulmates, it does acknowledge the profound connections we can form with certain individuals. Now let's get personal. What are your beliefs and experiences about soulmates? This question can ignite a myriad of emotions, reactions, and memories. Some people strongly believe in the concept of soulmates, while others dismiss it as a romanticized myth. I, for one, have had experiences that made me question the existence of soulmates. There was a time when I felt a deep, inexplicable connection with someone. It was as if we've known each other for ages, even though we just met. This connection was so intense, so profound, that it was hard not to believe in the concept of soulmates. However, as time passed, life happened. We went our separate ways, and that profound connection faded. This made me question the idea of soulmates. If soulmates truly exist, wouldn't they be together forever? Or maybe soulmates aren't always meant to be together. Maybe they come into our lives to teach us something, to help us grow, to show us a different perspective of love, and then they leave. I've also had experiences where I felt a deep connection with people who weren't romantically involved with me. Friends, family members, even strangers who I've had insightful conversations with. These experiences made me realize that soulmates don't always have to be romantic partners. They can be anyone who resonates with our soul on a profound level. But that's just my perspective. What about yours? Maybe you've had an experience that solidified your belief in soulmates. Or perhaps you've had an experience that made you question the whole concept. Maybe you're still figuring it out like many of us are. No matter what your beliefs or experiences are, they are valid. They add to the richness and complexity of the human experience. They give us a deeper understanding of love, relationships, and the interconnectedness of souls. As we can see, personal beliefs and experiences vary greatly, adding to the complexity of the soulmate debate. So, are soulmates real or just a myth? This is the question we've been exploring and delving into. We've traversed the annals of history, dissecting the concept of soulmates and how it has been perceived across different cultures. We've journeyed through literature and media, witnessing the portrayal of this captivating idea in stories that have tugged at our heartstrings. We've delved into the science, peering into the psychological and biological perspectives that attempt to explain the phenomenon of soulmates. We've heard arguments for and against their existence, each side presenting compelling points to ponder. We've shared personal beliefs and experiences, revealing the diverse ways in which we perceive and experience soulmates. We've also examined the impact of believing in soulmates on our relationships. Like two sides of a coin, this belief can be a double-edged sword. On one side, it can intensify our connections, infuse our relationships with a profound sense of meaning, and make us strive for a deeper understanding of our partners. On the other, it can lead us to unrealistic expectations, disappointment, and the dismissal of potential partners who don't fit our preconceived notion of a soulmate. Whether you believe in soulmates or not, the idea continues to fascinate us, making us ponder the nature of love and human connection. Thanks for joining this exploration. Let's continue the conversation in the comments below.